All right, UFC 320, October 4th, T-Mobile, Las Vegas. The champ, Magomed Ankalaev, defends his belt against Alex Pereira. Ankalaev hasn't lost in 7 years. He has the second longest win streak in the...
Wait, what? Okay, the thing is, I don't know anything about, all I know is that, what was it, Tom Aspinall, there's some Tom Aspinall fight announcement. That's all I know. I don't hate the Pereira-Ankalaev rematch at all. The thing is, from my perspective, I've already thought out what I think the best thing is. I can get to that later, but what I think is the best way to place out, the next the title fights for the rest of the year with the pay-per-views. And Mr. Ali Abdelaziz, Mr. Terrorist, he has already said, the obvious thing for me was, of course, to have Islam JDM at Abu Dhabi. Because at Abu Dhabi, they always want, the main event to be someone from that region, Middle East, East Europe. But so Ali has already said that JDM Islam will not be at Abu Dhabi. So what that then leaves, I thought 1000% Ankalaev would defend the belt, probably against Alex or Yuri or something. But so they are now fighting at 320 earlier in the month, before Abu Dhabi. And what will... Please don't have Volk versus Evloev. That's a weak main event. Of course, Evloev from that region, but I'm just very confused about the play. I mean, we will see what. Please don't disappoint me. I'm already irritated.
Light heavyweight division. The co-main event for that fight will be Merab versus Corey Sandhagen. Merab is on a 13-fight win streak. Sandhagen's ranked number 3.
Okay, have the UFC, or they know what, literally made a mistake in the edit or in the placement of... Is it only me? Ankalaev Pereira and co-main event Merab Corey Sandhagen. That was exactly the two fights I thought would be at Abu Dhabi. Have they just why 2-3 weeks before on the other pay-per-view where they put there, those guys, the that region of fighters that they want on the Abu Dhabi card, that fits on that card, that I'm just the only thing I could think now is that Ali is talking shit. And dude, maybe I'm completely off. Maybe they will announce Volk Evloev as the co-main for Abu Dhabi and Islam JDM. That would be amazing. But then I don't know, if they put Aspinall on a fight night, I will destroy my computer. Okay, I'm just gonna see what... Jesus, okay.
On that card is Yuri Prohaska versus Khalil Roundtree. I don't need to say anything else. For those of you that know, you know.
Okay, I mean, I can give a super quick reaction to that. Obviously, great fight. I think that was a fight I and many people had in mind, probably, after Khalil beat Jamal Hill. And, yeah, I mean, sick fight to have as a... So, basically the imported fights of the card is done for 320. So, if I just forget about the weird placements, okay, Yuri Prohaska versus Khalil Roundtree, great. Then we have Merab Corey, and then Ankalaev Pereira. Yeah, I mean, not a bad card at all. The thing is, it's just hard for me to get invested in. Let's forget about the Abu Dhabi stuff, the weird placement. I don't even know what they will have on the Abu Dhabi card. We will get to that. But like I don't give a single fuck about Merab versus Corey. Because I just see as every other fight Merab will just ragdoll it. Now Merab even has finishing ability, apparently. It seems like he has some better striking. The cardio is 10 out of 10. Like, what will Corey be able to do? Like, if this was Corey Sandhagen back in 2021, who just, wheel kicked Moraes, jumping knee, KO'd Edgar like 15 seconds into the first round. Absolute, then you would see like, oh damn dude, this is the guy that out of nowhere, bam, flying knee, time something on Merab. But Corey now is just like a boring. I gave Corey one last chance against Davison Figueiredo. Great matchup, Figueiredo, a knockout artist, fucking Corey, great striker. Okay, great main event. But then like, that was a nothing fight, and it just seems like, I don't know if, it seems like Corey Sandhagen have like no intent to finish, just, yeah, I don't give a single shit about Corey anymore. I have never liked Merab. He doesn't bring any excitement. I never watch any skits from him. It's cringe. He's boring. Every time I hear him speak, I feel like I get ear cancer. I can't listen to him. And his fights are trash. So, yeah. And, yeah. Maybe I seem bitter. I don't know. But all the hype and that aura from Pereira seems completely lost. I don't see anyone hype about him returning. Like, it felt honestly like more people were excited for Jiri Prochazka versus Ankalaev, or even by this point Khalil Roundtree versus Ankalaev. Like, who knows if Khalil can make something happen. Of course, it's a good card, but for me personally, like, honestly, I'm not excited for the card. The co-main event, like, it feels like the most predictable fight this year. And the main event, like, yeah. Let's see what Abu Dhabi is.
All right, now, UFC 321, October 25th, Etihad Arena in Abu Dhabi. Tom Aspinall will face Cyril Gane. Aspinall is 15 wins.
Oh! Are you fucking retarded? What the fuck is going on? I haven't watched any other videos, but I don't know what other people's reactions are. Why the fuck is Tom Aspinall the main event in Abu Dhabi in front of the most boring crowd? Like, UFC have iced their heavyweight champion for, what is it, over a year? We know Aspinall is ready to go. Why isn't he fighting as early as possible? First of all, I don't give a shit what anyone said. They could have put Aspinall and add a great fight to the August card, to 319. Don't care what anyone says. They could have 100% done that. Gane hasn't fought since December. First of all, the heavyweight division is such a shithole. I don't even know who I think should get the title. So I see a lot of people say Volkov. Yes, I know Volkov got robbed. I love Volkov. Whatever happened. First of all, I don't care much about the Aspinall Volkov rematch. Volkov officially is coming off a loss, whether we like it or not. He shouldn't get the shot. I guess we could give it to Almeida. He's not even top 5. Like, I'm sick and tired of seeing, like, the entire day of last year was like number 6 and 7 getting the title shot. You should be in the top 5 at least. Like, it would be great if you're somewhere between 1 and 3, but a top 5 contender should always be fighting for the belt. That's pretty obvious. That's how it has been for the majority of the UFC's time for the last 10-15 years, whatever. But for me, like, if it's Gane, if it's Almeida, it is what it is. I think it's not the strongest main event, but why is Aspinall? We all know that Aspinall could fight anytime. If UFC said, Aspinall, you're fighting in fucking 15 hours, Aspinall could fight. It wouldn't be ideal, but you know what I mean. Gane hasn't fought since December. why isn't the most obvious thing in the world, why ain't Aspinall and Gane main eventing 320? With the other co-main event, I will get to that. And they just switch over. Because we know you can't say anything about, oh, you don't know who's ready, who's not. We know Aspinall have been ready for a year. Gane is ready. He hasn't fought since December. Ankalaev, Pereira, if we not have Islam JDM in Abu Dhabi, which we know now we don't, that's the perfect main event. Pereira, Ankalaev 2, the perfect co-main event, another guy from that area, Merab versus Corey. So, you have your English heavyweight champion, one of your most promotable fighters, versus a French guy. I know the UFC already doesn't care a single fuck about actually putting fighters in, like, in their home countries, or like, why isn't Aspinall Gane happening in Europe? We have been talking about Aspinall Gane probably being the fight for the heavyweight belt for like 6 months at least. It feels like for months. Why ain't Aspinall, like a British guy versus a French guy? Why ain't that happening for the heavyweight belt in Europe? In UK, in France? Instead, in front of the most boring crowd we have, have every crowd in like Saudi Arabia or Abu Dhabi being trash. No, I don't think so. But I can't remember, like every time I can remember that I've been watching the cards in Abu Dhabi or Saudi Arabia, the crowd are so dull. Like most of the crowd are like, you know, those guys sitting in their fucking white sheets, hey brother, you want to hear, brother? Like, no hype, no fan engagement. Especially with the tickets today, the ticket prices. Do you really think that if they're local fans in Saudi Arabia, Abu Dhabi, that they have the money to pay 3k, 5k on a ticket? Like, the audience is trash. And you put us... That's literally the worst place they could put Aspinall for his next fight. And don't even get me started on what kind of announcement is this? Why ain't we getting... I don't even care about the Ankalaev fight. Why ain't we getting a big promo, the greatest trailer we have seen, starting with Aspinall talking about how Jones talking about how dangerous Aspinall is. He won't fight him. I won't risk my legacy on him. Promote the shit out of Aspinall as the guy that Jones refused to fight because he know he will lose. That's what... Don't even put promotion on Gane because there's zero stuff you can do with him. Put all the promotion with like the greatest trailer you have seen on Aspinall, with Jones speaking on how fucking dangerous he is. Show all the social media stuff, Dana White being furious. Show everything. And have like cool, great shot of Tom Aspinall as the badass champ with the belt, saying like, I take on everyone, I take on anyone. Now you're gonna see an active champion, a real champion. I take on anyone. Gane, Almeida, let's go. And show just a high package of him knocking everybody out. Show his record, like Aspinall had 15 wins with 15 finishes, all inside the first round, blah blah blah. But no, we get Dana White on his fucking iPhone 3 with terrible qualities, having... Go to boxing! Promote Canelo! I'm losing my mind. Dana clearly don't care anymore. We don't care about him. The UFC is not get rid of everyone. Hunter Campbell, Dana White, Sean Shelby, Nina Drama. Fire everyone and get new people in.
That's all I got. That's all the shit I got for you guys.
I'm losing my fucking mind. Is that it? No update on Evloev. Pico. Volk has been ready for it. Where is Volk? No Pantoja fight maybe? No. Islam hasn't fought since January. So Islam will take 10 months off. I hate the UFC. I hate the company. I'm this fucking close to fucking off this channel, to fucking off the UFC, to just go and watching boxing. Because I'm honestly more excited for Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua. Okay, I think I'm a bit more calm now. Just to end this video, like a week ago, just off the top of my mind, after thinking about it, thinking what the UFC could realistically do, this is what I typed out. So in August 319, you had DDP versus Chimaev. Then we don't have a pay-per-view for 2 months. The obvious thing for 320, early October, was it October 4th? I don't know, I don't care. Main event, Aspinall Gane. As I said, Aspinall has been ready for over a year. Gane hasn't fought since December. Co-main event, you have Volkanovski, who hasn't fought since April. He has been saying for ages that he's ready. He was ready for September. He's definitely ready for October. And like, not Jair, fuck Jair. If the Evloev Pico fight is off, whoever they want to put there, whoever is ready, whoever is not injured, if it's Evloev or Pico, I don't know. That's a great card to start off October with. Volkov, Pico, let's say Volkov, Pico, Aspinall Gane, great. Abu Dhabi, the card we just got for 320. Merab, Corey, Ankalaev, Pereira 2. Abu Dhabi. Obvious. I would have put Islam there, maybe, probably, I don't know. But Ali announced that Islam wasn't fighting there, so okay. Then the obvious thing, like the biggest fight probably, for MSG, JDM versus Islam Makhachev. Basically champion for champion. Like the pound for pound, now the number 2, whatever. Moving up. Huge fight. And the co-main here, you can have Pantoja Van here, or you can have Pantoja Van on the December pay-per-view. I guess you would have to put Amanda Nunes, Kayla Harrison somewhere here. I haven't even thought about the women's fight. I don't give a fuck. End off. So what is it? 320, 321, 22. So 323 in December, I believe. Ilia Topuria defending the belt against, like, whatever happens. If they somehow can make, like, quick now announce in just a few weeks, Paddy and Gaethje or Gaethje Arman is fighting, and they could do a quick return after that fight and fight Ilya in December, great. As it looks now, if they do Ilya Max 2, if they do Ilya Arman, it is what it is. Ilya is ready, we know that. He has said it. So Ilya in December, and if they want to put Pantoja Van in December, that's fine. And for you people that think that's like too stacked, not at all. Just listen to this. The Chimaev winner, it's a big chance the winner of that fight can fight in January. Aspinall, want to be an active champion. He will 100% be ready for January. Volk want to be more active. He could be ready for January. If Alex wins the belt again, he will want to be active. He could be ready for January. Merab want to be active. He can be ready for January. And with all those fights, still, you could probably have, you can have Max. Like if you, let's say no one of those work for some reason. Then you just, if they have the time to quick make a contender to then fight for the belt against Ilya, great. If they don't, I don't know if they put Gaethje there or Arman. One of those, I guess. And you can have the main event of the January card be Max defending the BMF belt against Charles Oliveira in a rematch. So like they have many options all the way to January, and if that's the plan, the BMF for January, then they have so many fighters that could main event February, March, April with Tom, Volkov, maybe Alex, the winner of Chimaev DDP. I'm fucking. Okay, guys, I can't say everything I want. YouTube will demonetize me, take me off YouTube. I have to keep it to myself. Maybe say it on stream. Who knows? I don't know if you guys agree with me or not. Anyway, thank you guys for watching so much. My newest video is right here, and the Fuck Habib Anti-Dagestan playlist is right here. Please like and subscribe. Peace out.